Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about the law of cosines, and we're told to find the unknown in each triangle, and then we're going to round off the answer to the nearest 10. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So I will give you 3 examples class for you to really understand this one class, and we'll be answering this one class step by step. Once again class, if this video helps, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, in today's video class, we'll be focusing on SAS. Once again, class, for the law of cosines, you can solve that one. There would be SAS. You have given 2 sides and then 1 included angle. Or you can solve the law of cosines given 3 sides. So, in today's video, we'll be focusing on SAS. For SSS class, I will just make another video for that one. And then I will just put the link on the description down below. Feel free to see the video class. So, in today's video, we'll be focusing on SAS. Now, what do you mean by SAS? Now, SAS class, you have given 2 sides and then 1 included angle. Let's have an example. If I will draw a triangle and then you have given 2 sides, this side is given. You have this side and then this side is given. And then the angle is in between the 2 sides. The angle is included in between the 2 sides. Therefore, class, we call this one SAS. You have given side, angle, and then side. Once again, class, for SAS, the angle is in between the 2 sides. Let's have another example. How about this one, class? Can I call this one SAS? You have given side, another side, and then the angle. Can we call that one SAS? Nope. It should be SSA. Side, side, and then angle. So therefore, this is SSA. We cannot solve this one using the law of cosines. You need to solve this one first using the law of sines, and then afterwards using the law of cosines. So once again, for law of cosines class, it should be SAS. Another example for SAS, we have given this side, angle, and then this side. The angle must be in between the 2 sides. Alright, so this will be the formula in finding the law of cosines. So we have a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine angle A. So we have b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cosine B, cosine angle B. And then c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine C. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. So we have 17 meters in this side, and we're told to find x, find the value of x. And we have 42 degrees given, and then we have 22 meters. Now, the problem right here, class, we don't know what is the value of A, we don't know what is the value of B, we don't know what is the value of C. Now, question, sir, can I assume any letter for this one, A, B, C? Yup, you can do that one, class. Once again, class, you can assume any letters. You can have A, okay, triangle A, B, C. Now, question, sir, I have a question, sir. Can I put A here on the top, and then B here, and then C here? Can I do that one, sir? Can I interchange this one? Once again, class, in this scenario, class, we need to assume any letters because we don't have the value of A, B, and C. Now, question, can I put A here, and then B will be here, and then C will be here? Can I do that one, sir? Yes, class, you can do that one, class. Okay, once again, class, you can do that one, class. Question, sir, is it necessary, sir, that A must be greater than B or C must be greater than A? Question, class, C should be greater than A for the side, class. Once again, class, if this is angle C, this will be side C, right? If this is angle B, opposite of angle B, that would be side B. Opposite of angle B, that would be side B. Opposite of angle A, that would be side A. Now, I have a question, class. Should C always be greater than A, or B should be greater than A? Because in our example, class, check this one out, class. A is 22, and then B is 17. A is greater than B. Is it okay, class, that B is greater than A, or A should be greater than B, or C should be greater than A? Or that's okay that A is greater than C? Now, my question, class, is it necessary, class, that C should be greater than A? Nope, it's not necessary, class. Once again, class, for the law of cosines, it's not necessary, class. Alright, so once again, class, in the law of cosines, A, B, and C do not have to follow any size order. What matters is consistency. That side A is the opposite to angle A. That side B is the opposite to angle B. And then side C is the opposite to angle C. Once again, class, it doesn't matter, class, for the size. As long class that side A is the opposite of angle A, side B is the opposite of angle B, side C is the opposite of angle C. I hope class it's clear for you with this one class. So therefore, it's up to you class, which do you prefer? So I can make this one A, B, C. I can do that one. So let's have that one A, B, and then C. So once again, opposite of angle A. So let me just write it in black. This is A, this is B, and then this is C. Alright, so once again class, opposite of angle A, that would be side A. So opposite of this angle A, that would be side A. So small a. So therefore A is 17 meters. Opposite of this angle B, this one right here, opposite of angle B, that would be side B. So X will be B. And then opposite of angle C, that would be side C. So therefore C will be 22 meters. Once again class, it doesn't matter class. You can have A right here, B, and then C. Okay, A, B, C, that's okay class. As long class, opposite of angle C, there would be side C. Opposite of angle B, there would be side B. Opposite of angle A, it should be small a. Alright, and then, alright, so therefore, we're looking for side B. So simply use the formula. So this will be our formula. So let me just write that one. Let's do it step by step class. Alright, so this will be our formula. We don't have enough space class. Let me just write it here. Alright, so therefore, we're looking for side B. So copy B, copy squared equals the value of A, that would be 17 meters. So 17. Do not forget squared. You put close and open parenthesis or open and close parenthesis. So we have open and close parenthesis squared plus the value of C, that would be 22. And then open and close parenthesis. Once again, class, ignore first the unit, 17 meters. Ignore first meters, so 17 and then squared plus 22 and then squared minus 2. Okay, copy minus 2 and then A, the value of A, that would be 17. Once again, class, if you have a variable close to each other, it means multiplication. So AC is just the same with A times C. If you have a variable close to each other, it means multiplication. So negative 2 times the value of A, that would be 17. Times the value of C, that would be 22. And then cosine, the value of angle B, that would be 42 degrees. Alright, we don't have enough space, 42 degrees. Alright, do it step by step. So this will be B squared equals, so 17 times 17, simply use your calculator. I think that's 289. Okay, so 17 times 17, that's 289. That's 289. Plus 22 times 22, 284 I think. 22 times 22, sorry, 484. Plus 484. And then simply multiply this one. So negative 2 times 17 times 22. And then cosine 42 degrees. Simply multiply this one class. Or copy first the negative symbol. So negative and then simply multiply this one. So 2 times 17 times 22. Alright, so that would be 748 and then cosine 42. Okay, 2 times 17 times 22. So that would be 748 times, once again class, multiply this one, all multiplication times cosine 42. So that would be 555.87232. Once again class, if this is not yet your final answer class, you need to have class at least 4 decimals for you to be near to the exact value. Once again class, in trigonometry class, this is very critical class. You need to have at least 4 decimals so that class your answer will be near to the exact value. That's the rule there class for trigonometry. You need to have at least 4 decimals class. Since this is not yet our final answer, you need to have at least 4 decimals. So 555.87232. So after 3, that would be 2. So this will be 3. Alright, and then simply add this one. So B squared equals, so this will be 289 plus 484. Do it step by step class. 773 minus 555.8723. So this will be 773 minus 555. So 555.8723. Alright, so we will have B squared equals 217.1277. Alright, and then simply extract square root both sides so that you can cancel this square. You can cancel this out. And then you will find the value of b. So extract square root both sides so that you can cancel this out. And then you find the value of b. So b is equal to, so get the square root of 217.1277. And the answer is 14.73. After 3, that would be 5. So 735. So let me just copy that one, 735, because we're told to answer, class. Okay, once again, class, we're told to round off the answer to the nearest tenth. Okay, once again, we're told to round off the answer to the nearest tenth. In decimal, class, the place value, you don't have ones. Once again, class, for decimal, you don't have ones. You start with tenths. Once again, class, in decimal, you start with tenths. So this is tenths, hundredths with th, hundredths, and then thousands. So therefore, tenths will be here. Okay, tenths will be here. Now, after 7, there would be 3. Therefore, simply copy 7. If this is 5, example, 75. If this is 5.75, this is 5, therefore, this 7 becomes 8. Okay, if this is 5, this 7 becomes 8. Now, since after 7, there will be 3, simply copy 7. Therefore, our final answer, B, is equal to 14.7. And then the units, okay, the units, we're looking for meters. That's it, class. We're all set. Side B, there will be 14.7 meters, or that would be the value of x, because x is equal to b. So therefore, x is equal to 14.7 meters. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. So we're looking for side AB, and then we have given triangle ABC. Alright, and then we have given this side BC, there would be 9. And then this one, we have given side AC, there would be 4. We don't have the units, class. This is just a number 4 and then 9. Alright, and then we're looking for AB. So once again, if this is your angle A, opposite of angle A, this one right here, opposite of this angle A, that would be side A. So therefore, this will be small a. So A is equivalent to 9. If this is your angle B, opposite of angle B, so opposite of angle B, that would be side B. So this is B. And then opposite of angle C, that would be side C. Therefore, opposite of angle C, this will be side C. Alright, so we have given value of A, that would be 9. We have given value of B, that would be 4. We don't have the units, class. In our given, we don't have the units. So simply 9 and then 4. And then we're looking for AB. So therefore, we're looking for C. Once again, class, we're looking for AB, we're looking for C. In our given class, the triangle, we already have the value of A, B, and C. So simply get the opposite to get the side. So angle B, there would be side B. Angle A, there would be side A. And then angle C, there would be side C. We do have the value of angle A, B, C. It's already given, class, for the letters A, B, and then C. So no need to assume any letters for the angle. It's already given, class. Alright, so we're looking for this one, C. We're looking for side C. So once again, the formula for C, there would be C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine and then angle C. Alright, so C squared equals the value of A, that would be 9. So 9 and then open and close parenthesis squared plus the value of B, that would be 4 and then squared minus 2. A, the value of A, once again, because it is multiplication if the variables are close to each other. A, B, it means A times B. So A is 9 times, so A is 9 and then B is 4. So 9 times 4. So 9 times 4 and then cosine the angle C. Angle C, that would be 128 degrees. Alright, so once again, A is 9, B is 4. So 2 times 9 times 4 and then cosine the value of angle C, that would be 128. Simply multiply, class. Alright, so C squared equals, once again, class, 9 squared. It doesn't mean 9 times 2. It means you multiply 9 by itself twice. That would be 9 times 9. Once again, class, it's not 9 times 2. It means 9 times 9. That would be 81 plus 4 times 4. That would be 16 minus, and then simply multiply this one. Or you can write negative 2 times 9 times 4. That's okay, class. Negative 2 times 9 times 4. You can do that one, class. Or you can put the negative symbol first. That's okay. Or we can put negative 2 negative 2 times, do it step by step, negative 2 times 9 times 4 times cosine 128 degrees. Okay, so negative 2 times 9 times 4 times cosine 128 degrees. The answer, class, is positive 44.32762. So after 6, that would be 2. Once again, class, you need to have at least 4 decimals. 44.32762. So after 6, that would be 2. Simply copy 6. That would be 32.3276. Now you'll be asking question, class, sir, why is it positive? In which on the top part we have negative, and we know that negative multiplied by positive. The answer, sir, it's always negative. That's correct. Negative multiplied by positive. Any positive number multiplied by negative, it's always negative. Okay, negative times positive times positive times positive, it's always negative. That's correct. That's a good observation, class. But, once again, class, but the problem right here, class, if we get the value of cosine 128 degrees, the answer, class, is negative. Let's try that one, class. Cosine 128 degrees. The answer, class, is negative 0.615614. Now, if you multiply negative times negative, that's why, class, you have positive. Let me just have the solution for that one, class. Let me just copy this one. This is negative 2. Alright, let me copy this one, class. This one right here. Negative 2 times 9 times 4 times cosine 128 degrees. Alright, so let me just simplify this one first. Negative 2. Or you can copy the negative symbol, class. That's okay. Negative and then 2 times 9 times 4. Because negative times positive, it should be negative. So copy the negative sign. So 2 times 9 times 4. You can have negative 2 times 9 times 4. You will still have the same answer. Negative 72. And then multiplied by cosine 128 degrees. So negative 72 times cosine 128 degrees. You will have 44.32. Same answer, class. Because this one, if you copy the symbol, class, just another solution, class, because many of the students, class, they will commit mistake in this part, especially, class, if the value of cosine angle is negative. So you can put this one, copy the sign, and then simply multiply this one to, okay, simply multiply that one 2 times 9 times 4 times cosine 128. The answer, class, is negative 44.3276. After 6, that would be 2. So simply copy 6. And then negative times negative, you still have positive, class. Negative times negative, you still have positive. That's the thing there, class. I hope, class, it's clear for you with that one, class. Or just simply, don't make things complicated. Simply copy that one on your calculator. And I'm sure, class, you will get this answer. Simply copy this one, class. Negative 2 times 9 times 4 times cosine 128, you will get positive 44.32762. After 6, that would be 2. Simply copy 6. Don't make things complicated, class. Just put this one on your calculator. Simply press this one and then you will get this answer. And then simply add this one. So copy c squared equals 81 plus 16 plus 44.3276. So you will have 141.3276. And then simply extract square root. Both sides, cancel this out. So the value of c is equal to, so square root of 141.3276. Alright, and then you will have 11.888. So once again, round up to the nearest tenth. So nearest tenth after 8, there would be 8. This is 8. Therefore, this will be c is equal to 11.9. So after 8, there would be 8. So therefore, this 8 becomes 9. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 2. So we don't have the units because our given we have 4 and then we have 9 and then 4, no units. So therefore, the value of c, or the value of AB, this one right here, c or AB, there would be 11.9, and then you're all set. Now, how about you try this one class, number 3, and then I will give you another example, number 4, 2 examples class. Let me check class if you really understand our topic. Because we don't have enough time class. How about you try number 3 class and then number 4, because our video class is quite long. So you try number 3 class and then number 4, and then you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check class if you really understand our topic. So let's have number 3 and then number 4 for your activity. Alright, so this will be the given class for number 3. So we have given side 23 meters and then 20 meters and then given this angle. And then you're told to find x. So once again class, you assume any letter. So A, B, C, you assume that one. So it's up to you class, which do you put A, B, and then C in this given triangle. And then for number 4, we have given angles A, and then we have the letters class B, and then C. And then this side, 28, and then 18. And then angle A, that would be 59 degrees. And you're told to find CB. You're told to find X. So it's easy class for number 4. Opposite of angle A, there would be side A. Opposite of angle B, there would be side B. So you try this one class because we don't have enough time. And then you put your answer class on the comment section down below. I'll be checking your answer. So let me check class if you really understand our topic. So once again class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.